أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله توكلت على الله لا قوة إلا بالله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم. And the third time, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم. ما شاء الله لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. تركاتنا وصحبه وخير في جميع دار شهرة أفد أست. الله الله
الله الله الله الله عزيز الله 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 كريم الله 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 سبحان الله 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 سلطان الله.
أنت السلطان أنت ربنا ونحن عبادك ضعيف عاجز. You are our Lord and we are your weak servants. مدد يا سيدي. مدد الحق شيخ هشام محمد هشام كباني كتب التصارف مدد. He said, I'm the one who makes their dreams come true. Alhamdulillah, Allah gives him long life and full power, makes him to be with us with his love. He said, don't say you made zikr somewhere, and he was here. Madad ya Sayyidi Shaykh Muhammad Nazim al-Qani, Madad. I saw a hadith one time that Prophet ﷺ, he was going with some of his Sahaba and three figures appeared on a hillside and he told his Sahaba, his companions, to wait for him, and he went and began to speak with those three people. When he finished, he came back and they said, who were those people? He said, those were the Romans. Western people. And he praised them in that they had a good habit when there was a danger, or like now we're facing this virus, a danger or threat, something, instead of panicking, they sat down and they applied their minds to it calmly and they looked for a solution. He praised that in the Western people. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And we have to try during this time. Now is a time when people are worried and nervous, and if you go to the store, all the stores are packed now. People are, why they need 50 rolls of toilet paper, what they're going to do? You can't eat it. You can't use it any faster than you were using it before. So face it calmly. One time, some people came to a sheikh in Cyprus. Some strange people came to the door of the dargah, knocking. They were strange people. No one knew them. Political people. They were connected with some political movement in Libya. And Maulana Sheikh didn't let them answer the door. until he made sure everyone in the house had a fresh wudu. Then he said, let them in. They came in with something, Mulana listened to them. And it wasn't something good. They wanted him to participate in something wasn't useful. And Mulana said he said a story. I don't know if you can call it a hadith or not. When Sayyidina Umar, radiallahu anhu, he went to Jerusalem. He came with his army to Quds Sharif. There was a church, a big church there. It was in Christian hands at that time. And he sent his men to knock on the door. And you could hear there were people inside, no one answered the door. They waited, knocked again. Finally, they opened the door. And Sayyidina Umar asked him, what prevented you from opening the first time? He said, oh, Omar, our books say for us, when a danger comes, to wash ourselves and then face that danger. And it's in Islam also. When a danger, something comes, do a fresh wudu and then face it. And look how you can work with it, solve it. Face it bravely. But first you make sure everybody. And then the head of that church, the bishop or the abbot or whatever he was, he invited Sayyidina Umar and some of his men to come and pray. He said, I can't. We'll pray out here, outside. If we come and pray there, this will become a mosque and you'll lose your church. This was the adab of the Muslims. So face it. Maulana Shaykh Hashem always said, when you have a problem, face it. Face it and try to solve it. Not to let it destroy you. We're asking our Lord now, in the face of all these difficulties, to face it calmly and to be patient. People before us faced worse things. I was saying to some of the people who came earlier that when we went to see Maulana Shaykh in Damascus, when he was staying in Damascus, 1979. You know, I'm in winter, my boyhood friend, he took some pictures, and I have it at home in Chicago, on the mirror. There's a picture of a mountain covered with graves. There's no trees, there's nothing, just gravestones to the top, and there's a maqam on the top. It's Maulana Khalid Baghdadi. We visited it. All around, thousands of graves. The whole mountain is a cemetery. And he was in Damascus at the time of the plague, Black Death, more than what they're facing now. And no modern sanitation, no. And they faced it. And they carried on. Now you see all of them gone, and the Sheikh's tomb at the top. And even his Khalid Sheikh Ismail also there. No one's going to be in this world forever. And the Holy Quran says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, amanu. Oh, you who believe, believe. Believe. We're here only for divine service, for worshipping Allah and passing on to the next life. To take lights, to gather lights and power for our spiritual bodies to go to the next life. The believer believes like that. If we're going to be in this world forever, the teachings of religion is going to be completely different. It's going to be different. this world in the sight of Allah is not valuable. Prophet used to teach. He's not worth the wing of a mosquito, this world and everything in it. And he didn't encourage people to run after it. Do what you need to make your life and make yourself as much as possible free for divine service. That's the target of our life. That's the importance. And divine service means to be clean. For your prayers and zikr and Quran and fasting to be acceptable, you need to be clean, wudu. Prophet was encouraging and ordering his Sahaba and generations up till today, ordering Muslims to be clean. First thing, to be clean. On the Shaykh Nazim, he gave a new Muslim instructions. He didn't tell him to pray and to fast. He said, be clean, don't get angry, and do your best for everyone. That was the instructions. Nothing about what they normally teach for religious teachings. Try to be clean. I'm saying to myself also. Try to be clean from outwardly and inwardly. Try not to carry in our hearts hatred and ghil. What's ghil? Revenge. You did that to me, I'll get you. Even I pass away, my child comes, my grandsons come, and they're fighting with each other for something that happened 500 years ago. No one even remembers. Why did the war start? Somebody punched someone one day, and now they're still fighting 500 years later. No one knows why anymore. We hate them. Why? I don't know. We just do. Not to carry in our hearts dirtiness. To clean it. It's a big job. Just like we have to clean ourselves and our houses every day has to be clean. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. Sometimes you have to do a big cleaning also. We have to do, sometimes at your house you have to do a major cleaning. Things accumulate. Even our phones, our hard drives need to be cleaned. Junk files. This world is cleaning. Asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala His forgiveness and to clean us, to be clean from every bad energy, bad thoughts, bad energies. Bad thoughts to make bad energies, and it stays within us. Even we can be outside nice, but inside boiling and stuff. Ask Him to take it out. These months, Rajab, Shahrullah, month of Allah, and Shaban, month of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and Holy Ramadan, is months for the believers to come up, to clean themselves. To clean themselves. Divine service in this month is more powerful. Ibadah, even to sit 5 minutes, we're saying Nawayna Arba'in, Nawayna Itikaf, Nawayna Khalwat, Uzla, Riyadu, Wasuluk, fi hadha masjid, Ta'ala, or fi hadha makam, in this place, in this mosque, wherever you are. I'm intending for seclusion, I'm intending for itikaf, I'm intending for isolation, Riyadu, spiritual exercise. Just to intend it during this month brings extra power, cleaning power. Comes. You make zikr, you make muraqabah, whatever you do. Sit and remember your shaykh. This month is more powerful, it's cleaning. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. From now up to Eid al-Fitr. They say at Eid, the believer comes out clean like a newborn baby. You go to Hajj and Umrah, they say you come clean, like a new. Cleanliness is too much important. To wash always, water is the best thing. Lama Shaykh used to say, use water, more and more use water. Water. Used to laugh at Americans, water. Oh, guys. Oh, guy. Clean outside and clean from inside. Ask forgiveness. When you say astaghfirullah, 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 what's that forgiveness? He said, all of us carry so many bad energies as we go. They're saying for this virus now, be careful where you go, don't contaminate yourself, wash your hands, don't gather with people. There's other kinds of contamination than this virus, not unseen. Things that pass between people. You pass someone in the street, already there's a knot is tied. Someone cuts you off from the traffic, or you cut someone, a knot is tied. You see a pretty girl, a knot is tied. You see something. All day we tie knots and make, plus the things we're thinking, I'm going to get them one day. The things we carry with us from negativity. What's not praising Allah and zikr and salawat makes bad energies as if we're tied in knots. And to say astaghfirullah, 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 that's why we do it in our khatim, in the zikr, unties those knots. Allah releases those so we can float up and be clean. That's one of the reasons. And when you come together in a group, it's more powerful. So I'm not going to make a long story. A believer has to remain calm, face difficulties bravely, with belief in Allah, trust in Allah, tie the camel, and then trust in Allah to do what you have to do. Prophet said, if you're in an area where there's an epidemic, don't try to leave it and infect other people. And if you're in an area where there's no epidemic, don't try to go into it. Don't travel into it. And give sadaqah. Sadaqah cures sicknesses and prevents accidents and misfortunes. Always used to tell us, put by the door a box in your house. Put something when you go out. Put $1, put $5, put 25 cents, put 10 cents. I'm ashamed to put a penny, put something silver, just put something. When you go out, prevents problem. May Allah save us during this time.
Amen.
Allah knows. So many things. Prophet said his woman is going to face it, and Allah says you're going to face what they faced before you. Don't think you're going to enter Jannah without facing what the people before you faced. You're going to see all those things. The believer has to be patient. Say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Target is to Allah. It wasn't for dunya. Know that every difficulty we face is a chance, a bridge to get up. When you face a difficulty, as Sayyidina Musa faced 3 difficulties from Sayyidina Khidr, when you face a difficulty, think this is a bridge or a ladder from my Shaykh for me to get up. Try to be patient during the trial. May Allah show a way to get up. When you talk to Allah, who fears Allah, Allah makes a way out for them and gives him from sources he could never have imagined it. All of it through his hands. Our belief is weak. May Allah strengthen our belief and our faith. He knows we're weak. Our trials don't give us what we can't carry. Praying always that Muhammad Rasul ayat. لا يكلف الله نفسا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا. Don't give us what we can't carry, a burden we're not able to carry. Forgive us. Don't give us a burden as people before us had to carry. They were powerful, we're so weak. Don't make us to carry such things that we can't do it, can't face it. And make us patient in front of what we have to face also. He knows. Fatih. Be clean, keep wudu, do sadaqah. May Allah protect us. And Maulana Shaykh Hisham said, say 3 times, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dhalika taqdirul aziz al-alim. Say like that when you're facing a problem. Problems get solved. Problems go. Fatih. ببركة الله ببركة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ببركة الله آمين أشهد أن لا إله